It has been a long and very testing season, especially over the last few weeks, but that hasn't discouraged more than 60 men from taking their chance here at a brand new and very exciting venue. We are racing over the sprint distance today, so it will be fast once they get going. Just coming up to 10:30 local time. My name's Trevor Harris alongside Gillian Sanders. Not often, Gillian, that someone has the chance to win 3 successive World Cups, especially in 3 successive weeks. But Manoel Messias is in that position. He's got to be favourite, hasn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And racing at home, I think that's quite special. So let's see if he can take out the hat trick here today. Yeah, I mean, his form is in his favour. He is in scintillating run form. And yeah, I'm sure he'll want to produce something special in Brazil here today.
Been absolutely dominant over the last couple of weeks. He's actually got a birthday coming up too. He turns 29 on Wednesday, and 3 wins on the spin would be a pretty good way to celebrate that milestone. Just scrolling the runners for you. We've got one more page to look at after this one. A lot of Brazilians, you'll notice there towards the bottom of the start list. They get extra places on home soil, so we wish them well here this morning. So we're underway for the final race of 2025, 64 men, and Manoel Messias chasing an unparalleled hat-trick of gold medals in successive weeks.
Yeah, so 2 of our yellow swim caps out front. Miguel Tiago Silva,
yeah.
Portuguese. Yeah, and we've got 3 athletes there clear. I think that's Tom Richard sitting just behind Igor Tuposos, the 2 Frenchmen sitting on the legs of Miguel Tiago Silva, the Portuguese athlete. Yeah, we don't see any sign of any of the Spanish athletes as yet. So they're rounding that far buoy and they're going to make their way back towards the beach. And you can see there is a little bit of a gap there. So we've got about, it looks to me about 3 athletes, a tiny bit of a gap. 1 athlete just stuck in no man's land, and then the rest of the pack behind that. A similar situation to the women's race. And I think that's number 8. Is that Nicola Lozano, the Italian athlete? So he's having a strong second half of the swim. He just seems to be coming up alongside the other athletes, almost swimming past them. So yeah, we've got 4 swimmers there in the lead, you can see from that shot.
It's great from Dupuis. Lozano is out first. Oliwa of Poland. And they've got themselves a bit of advantage here.
Yeah, it's really fragmented. Morlek, France coming out, Tom Richard just falling back a little bit in the second half of the swim. Hamish Riley of Great Britain as well coming out of the water.
And we're still waiting to see what not even 41 seconds Messias. We're still waiting to get a time for the Brazilian. He could be a minute back here. And that would be a sensational start for the man chasing a hat-trick. 45 seconds. Well, as I said earlier, he's done it before. He was 40 seconds back Vina Del Mar, 35 seconds back San Pedro de la Paz, but can he be kind of ridden out of it if there's a front group that can get away from the rest of the field, from those slowest out the water? There look to be quite a few just not very far behind. You can see them there.
Yeah, so we've got Silva. We can see the Portuguese colours there. Azano, and I think that is Dupuis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Frenchman.
Yeah, that's our trio out front. No sight yet of the chasers or how big that chase group is. Yeah, it looks like they're working well together. They're each taking, you know, a turn on the front, maybe 10, 15 seconds rolling through. And one of them, I think that was Silva, with a bit of a glance behind him, having a look to see where those chasers are.
So first lap completed. And this trio are away. The group with Messias just hearing about 37 seconds back, and they did make up some time on that first lap. So we've got the likes of Cantero and Sergio Baxter and Morlek and Tom Richard, Willie, who we just saw, Riley in that first chase group. So they're 22 seconds back, 20 seconds back, something like that. There you see it. And then Messias is in the second chasing group, and they're a further 15, 16 seconds behind the main chase pack.
Here we have the chase group. You can see Spaniards are there. Let's see, I think 3 or 4 Spanish.
And I'm wondering if that group behind them is the group with Manoel Messias in, and they're going to catch on in a minute.
Yeah, they're right up on those chases.
So the lead is now 30 seconds. So they've stretched that from, what was it, about 20, I think, in the previous lap.
Yeah, and we can tell you if the timing is correct that Messias is in that group.
They actually gained about 25 seconds on that third lap.
Wow.
This is starting to become a scenario where Azano, Dupuy and Silva will be thinking potentially podium here, seriously. With that kind of a lead, it's only a 5K run. Cantero and Messias riding together in that large chasing group that is constantly losing time to the 3 leaders.
No need to worry about any congestion for this trio. Dupuy of France, Silva of Portugal, and Nicola Zano of Italy. Silva with a really slick transition.
Yeah, but all pretty good, and they are away and gone without another bike in sight. What an opportunity for these 3 men. Silva straight away goes to the front and starting to run away from the other 2, even in the first 100 meters or so.
Some urgency now. Sergio Baxter.
Well, they need to be in a hurry, a big hurry.
So David Cantero, shoes are on, helmets off, he's out. Really slick transition.
Yeah, that was good. That was very good.
Morlek, France for company.
Messias is in about 7th or 8th, I think, of this group. And actually, listening to some of his comments before the race, he was talking about how he desperately tries to get as near the front as he can in the first kilometre of the run.
Yeah, something along the lines of his first kilometre being his secret weapon.
Yeah.
So really being aggressive at the very beginning of the run.
There is the man chasing the hat-trick, Messias. Surely he can't from there, can he? If he does, it'll be one of the greatest World Cup victories of all time, on a par with what we saw from Lisa Tersch in Valencia last year, where she ran a full minute quicker than anybody else in the field. Yeah, we expected Dupuy to have a great swim, but this is a little less expected as he just goes ahead of Silva. Not drop the Portuguese, but it's a statement of intent that he wants to run from the front.
Yeah, looking comfortable for now as we cross over to Messias in the chase group now. He's just creeping up upon the Spaniards in front of him. That's the first time that we get a bit of an idea where the chasers are. We can see Azano, and we can then see who we presume is David Cantero del Campo in the Spanish colors, just adrift of Azano.
Well, if that's the case, I wonder whether Cantero just had a better transition than Messias, because he's some way clear of the Brazilian.
And it'll be fascinating to see what that split was. So it was 54 seconds off the bike. Yeah, we saw Silva took the early lead, and as soon as Dupuy came past him, he's just tucked in there on his shoulder, and that situation hasn't changed now for quite some time. And you can just see the Spanish tri-suit there creeping up on them. I think Azano has been overtaken, and that must be David Cantero.
Yeah, it must be. Has Dupuy dropped Silva, or is it? Yes,
yes,
he has. And look at Cantero, he's absolutely tearing up the ground. He's into second place. Wow. And I think Dupuy can hear the footsteps behind him. What a run from the Spaniard.
Yeah, it looks like around about 4 seconds or so. And I don't think it's long till they take that turn into the blue carpet where the finish line is. Oh, this is going to be tight.
Well, this is just a phenomenal performance from Cantero. They were a minute back, remember, near enough, all the chasers to the leading 3 when they came off the bike. And deep on the second lap, he's just about, I think, to go past the Frenchman and take the lead.
Wow.
Absolutely phenomenal. And he sprints clear. Dupuy, I'm sure, has got nothing left. Still going to be a great race for him.
What a crazy run by the Spaniard.
Everyone was talking about Manoel Messias' phenomenal run, and in the event, it's David Cantero who's going to get all the headlines. One of the best runs you'll ever see in a sprint triathlon race. He catches the leader close home. And Cantero, who claimed silver in San Pedro de la Paz last weekend, goes one better in Brazil. What a weekend for Spanish triathlon. Cantero wins in Florianopolis. It's a brilliant second for Dupuy. His first medal at this level, and the same for Miguel Tiago Silva, who takes the bronze. Quick time as well, 53 and change.
Yeah, really rapid. Azano finishing in 4th, just off the podium. Richard of France in 5th.
And this looks like Messias coming home now. So a hat-trick not to be for the Brazilian. So much to ask, wasn't it, that he could make it 3 out of 3 with all the physical demands that entails. In the end, it was Cantero whose run was just off the scale.
David Cantero, well, we've seen some runs through the years, but yeah, that was something pretty special. You smelt blood and just reeled them in.
Yeah, I can't believe it still, because it was a really hard race. On the warm-up, I was trying to find my legs after 3 follow race. But yeah, finally I could take the goal. This is unbelievable, because today the breakaway make a big gap of 1 minute. So I tried to run as fast as I can. So finally I got the French guy at the end. Well, I'm so happy to take the goal finally. Yeah, the first of the run, I was thinking about Manoel, because I knew he was a pretty good runner. He won the last 2 World Cups. So I think he was the main enemy today on the race. But yeah, I just put my rhythm. I just tried to don't look back. And I thought I could take the bronze. But yeah, finally, in the last kilometer, I got the Portuguese and French guy. So so happy about take this race, the gold. It's been a really good travel with the Spanish team. We enjoy a lot. We had some pretty fun. And yeah, this is the best way to end my season. This is unbelievable for me. And yeah, now try to rest and recharge the batteries for the next season.
Ouais, je suis vraiment super content. J'ai fait les 2 Coupes du Monde au Chili, Viña del Mar et San Pedro, et j'ai pas eu les résultats que j'espérais. C'était des courses très difficiles, mais je suis vraiment content parce que j'ai pas lâché et je suis venu là au Brésil avec une grande motivation, et je suis très content d'avoir fait un 2e podium en Coupe du Monde cette année avec une échappée. Cette fois, on a bien travaillé avec Silva et Azzano à vélo. C'était vraiment difficile le vélo. Et bon, Cantero, il a été incroyable à la fin. Je pensais que j'allais gagner. Et j'entendais les Espagnols qui criaient Cantero, Cantero. Et il m'a doublé comme une fusée. Mais je suis quand même très content, même si j'aurais bien aimé gagner. Cantero, là, il a été vraiment incroyable. Je crois qu'on a posé avec au moins 50 secondes d'avance. Et ouais, il était vraiment fort. Il a fait une super course à pied. Et bah, bravo à lui.
Good to know the legs were there after a tough bike with the 3 of you.
Yeah, for sure. My legs were. Yeah, it was really tough on the bike, but we did an awesome job. We knew we have to be a really good gap to at least do a podium, and we did that. We worked really well together, and I did my best on the run, and I'm super happy. I knew it was we're really good swimmers here, And so we just work. I was always pushing the guys to push a little bit more, and at the end, I think it was worth it. I'm trying to focus on my own race and do my own pace and just keep going. We all knew the Cantero is really strong, a really strong runner. But yeah, I'm super happy to finish third at the end of the season.
Yeah, just confirming, that's a quick time. 53.25 it's been corrected to. Dupuy and Miguel Tiago Silva, silver and bronze. Tom Richard, another really consistent race in the top 5. Baxter likewise. And Messias in the end only able to finish 7th, just ahead of Georgentum of France. It'll be fascinating to see what his time is when they publish that, because it was seriously rapid.
Blistering run by the Spaniard.
Oh, she's gone early. she's gone very early there. Guerrero.
Caught the others quite unaware. Maybe they get to have a sip of it. Last race of the season. And some well-earned time off for these athletes now.
Finally, they get one for Igor.